Think about it. Think about what his lawyer's saying. All right, he said he was in the car and he passed the gun. Prove it. What do they got to corroborate that story? Other than KVD, like who was there that could say that KVD was there? Who's there that could say that KVD's telling the truth? We do know Kevin Gaines was in Vegas. We do know that much. We do know Reggie lied about knowing who Kevin Gaines was, but he on the phone with Sharita. Kevin Gaines, let me ask you, how you know Sharita and y'all good friends, but you don't know her boyfriend of 4 or 5 years, probably longer. But he doing security for y'all. And you run security. You handle security. I seen you getting ready to cry in that video today. You really miss Suge, boy. You miss that nigga like cooked food, boy. You miss him. You was gonna cry today. I seen you. You like, man, Suge. You know, nigga, you a snake. You ain't Suge, friend. You try to incriminate him in the Biggie shit. The same way you doing Keefy D right now, putting it on somebody else. You're a dangerous nigga. Don't walk around Reggie. That nigga will shoot somebody and throw the gun right at your feet. That nigga, wow. Police roll up, he throwing that shit right at your feet. Reggie, I think it's time for you to retire from YouTube, brother. Because the way you keep contradicting yourself, it's not a good look, brother. It's not a good look, bro. Hold on, Instagram. Don't go nowhere. Let me see something real quick. Check this out. I'm still under fair use here. Still used for criticism. I'm using this for criticism and comment under fair use. Okay. Shout out to Vlad on this one.
Muhammad, Psycho Mike, and Russel Poole, who's sort of in charge of the investigation.
Oh man, I love that because it make Russel Poole look like the detective he was.
Did you know Russel Poole?
Never met him.
Never met him. But Russel Poole was sort of the main force behind the Biggie conspiracy shooting and so forth. And Russel Poole felt it was Amir Muhammad.
Well, David Mack really, but Amir Muhammad for David Mack because of the crooked Rampart cops.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And once we did we put out the deep dive, and Dorsey really went through everything. He kind of showed that the people that were pointing the finger at Amir Muhammad were basically crazy people in prison.
Exactly.
People with documented serious mental conditions
that were lying, that had been in custody and was trying to get out of jail.
Right.
Do anything they could to either get some perks or to get out of prison early.
Right. Exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I thought.
Yo, this dude is so charming. Like he charmed Vlad so much, man. That it's like I can't blame Vlad for not seeing through this dude like we see through him, because they got a friendship. A relationship is kind of like how I was with Gene Squill. It's like when you got a rapport with somebody, you may not see them in the light that the world see them because you got a biased opinion. And I believe that's what happened with Vlad relationship with this guy. I think that Vlad interviewed him so much and was so infatuated with the story and feeling close to Tupac through this guy or to Death Row or whatever. He wasn't looking at his inconsistencies. Because I'm telling you, Vlad got enough interviews that he could shut Reggie down. He has enough interviews where if he strung them all together of inconsistent stories that this guy told, then Vlad could seriously sit back and claim. All he gotta do is look at all Reggie's interviews, right? And pick them apart. And if he did that, he would know how guilty Reggie is. But the fact that they have a good rapport and he make money with him, he can't see him in that light to see what we see. And he think that, like he's saying right now, this guy, Psycho Mike, his story can't be true because he's crazy or whatever and stuff. But if you go look at the paperwork, in this case, even this federal paperwork that we can get into, you can see Reggie's involvement in a lot of stuff. But Vlad, as you can see, he works for Vlad right now. So it's hard for Vlad to see Reggie's bullshit lies, right? Like this one here. Watch.
Throw jabs at Russel Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
People with documented serious mental conditions
that were lying, that had been in custody and was trying to get out of jail.
Right.
Do anything they could to either get some perks or to get out of prison early.
Right. Exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I throw jabs at Russel Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought.
Now, how many of y'all really follow Russel Poole's story? Y'all remember where Russel Poole died at, right? At the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, with his final theory where he was telling them, right? What did he say? It was still the cops, right? It was still the cops.
thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie. I throw jabs at Russel Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
I don't know. You know. What? What? Okay. Watch what he say.
Throw jabs at Russel Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Now, ain't this the guy that told y'all that Poochie did it? Ain't this the guy that told Gray Kaden that Poochie did it? You see how niggas forget? They keep running their mouth on the joint, on the goddamn internet. You go back to these old interviews, you'll catch him every time. You'll catch him every time. You'll catch him every time. Look at this. This dude was lying for a long time, y'all.
Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he.
I got one question for y'all, right? I got one question for y'all. If Reggie is saying, right, that ultimately Russel Poole got it right, right? How did he know that? Somebody come tell me. How do Reggie know that Russel Poole got it right? How did he know? If he wasn't involved, if he don't know who killed Biggie, how do he know that Russel Poole got it right? If that's the case, any of y'all would know that. I would know that Russel Poole got it right, right? How do he knows that Russel Poole got it right? How do he knows that Keefe D and them did it? If he has no involvement in the Tupac murder, how does he know for a fact that Keefe D and them did it? If he has no involvement in Biggie's murder, how does he know for a fact that Russel Poole got it right? And why is he saying no to Poochie now? How could Russel Poole get it right and Gray Kaden get it right? I swear they got the dumbest people on their channel, bro. You got to be like a dumb person to subscribe to this nigga bullshit. How could Russel Poole get it right and Gray Kaden get it right? Y'all telling me Russel Poole and Gray Kaden was saying the same thing? Russel Poole is Teresa Swan and Poochie taking orders. Greg Caden is the cop. I mean, Russel Poole is the cops. How could Russel Poole and Greg Caden get it right? I ain't know. And y'all keep listening to this dude. I think some of y'all like to be spun around. Because this nigga keep you spinning like a merry-go-round.
He thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No? Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But building up to that, you know how we used to get in trouble with Mal and the teacher said, show your work?
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right.
So Suge, a nigga in jail. Wait, ain't that dry snitching? Even though we know he lying? So Poochie ain't doing now. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.